Yes?
What do you want?
A Ferris prices Christmas a winter's morning.
Keep your eyes open.
You've done well. Of course. For that price? Sure. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Come here a second. Word on the street is Golden Glow's been hit. Good job, lad. Let me take a look at what you found. Arengar sold Golden Glow? What's that idiot thinking? He has no idea the extent of Maven's fury when she's been cut out of a deal. But I'm certain he'll find out. If only the parchment had the buyer's name instead of this odd symbol. Any idea what that might be? Blast. Well, I'll check my sources and speak to Mercer. But for now, you're off to speak to Maven Blackbriar. She asked for you by name. If it was like that, she wouldn't be asking for you. She'd be calling on the Dark Brotherhood. It's just business. That's between you and Maven, and I prefer to keep it that way. Don't worry about it. Maven's business dealings usually involve quite a bit of gold for her people. Of course, your pay. You're smart as a whip, lad. Keep doing right by us, and there's plenty more where that came from. Until next we meet, lad.
Pull up a seat. Have a drink.
Ready to go? Hi! Lead the way. All right.
Welcome to the
We
cozy
heading out?
little family. I'm one of the lookouts.
Let's
for
get
the
going.
I watched
Even if
Delvin's
you're
back.
one of us, you better not make trouble.
Steal anything worth talking
I'm
about?
at your service. Did you hear what Vex said to Delvin? What kind of a woman threatens to cut a man's knackers off for even talking to her? And that rumour she started about Vampire being fleet in the bedroom. A man's reputation never recovers from that sort of thing. People here seem to be uptight about everything. No wonder their reputations are in tatters. Aye. I'm ready. Let's go.
Greetings. You lead, I follow.
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vex or Delvin. They'll fix you up. Why don't you take a look at some of my merchandise and we'll see what kind of deal we can make. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I don't care if you're best buddies with the Guildmaster. I'll still smash in your skull if you try.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. Well, you did something Vex couldn't do at Golden Glow. So, you're looking pretty damn good. Word is that you found something while you were out there, though. Something that could be a problem for the Guild. Just watch your back and do what Mercer says. He'll sort it out. Now that you mention it, there is. I have a buyer with, shall we say, a very odd taste in literature. I'm told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel. And it's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you. Then we have... In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as Ingvild. He preferred the solitude in which to Recently, the only information the guard could get from her were only rumors. The people say after he made for Ingvild, he was never heard from it. Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures.
Even if you're one of us, you better not make trouble. Maul? Yeah. That jerk works for Maven Blackbriar now. Left me down here watching this garbage. I guess he's better at all that talking stuff anyway. They call me Dirge because I'm the last thing you hear before... Why? You think it's funny or something? Good. Now shut up and get out of my face. Yeah, my problem is I'm too tired to punch your... Yeah, my problem is... Already did. Mm-hmm.
Back with good news, I trust? I don't want a trail of dead bodies leading here. Keep it clean.
A lot of people are beginning to get impressed with you here, me included. Just wanted to let you know. I'll show you what I know. Come back.
Got a minute? Wanted to say something. My father told me he found me as a young boy in the wreckage of a ship that sank off of the coast near Solitude. All he found in my pocket was a tiny smooth stone inscribed with some sort of strange runes.
Perhaps I'll write a book about it one day.
No one does. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the guild trying to find... Perhaps they could be nonsense. But if not, if they actually mean... Actually, the fisherman who found me, the man, thought it was fitting, I suppose. I appreciate that. Keep to the shadows.
I've been looking for you. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I'm not looking for conversation.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
No, please. Hold your applause. One more song. What say you?
Can't a man drink in peace? Can't a man drink in peace?
there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to White... from old Rorikstead.
Watch out!
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
So you're the one. You don't look so impressive. You're a firebrand, aren't you? It's about time Brynjolf sent me someone with business sense. I was beginning to think he was running some sort of beggars guild over there. Faith. I don't have faith in anyone. All I care about is cause and effect. Did the job get done, and was it done correctly? There's no gray area. I hope not. This is an important job. I have a competitor called Honningbrew Meadery that I want to put out of business. I also want to know how they managed to get the place up and running so quickly. Head to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun and look for Malus Macius. He'll fill you in on all the details. One more time, in case I wasn't clear. You butcher this job, and you will be sorry.
Pardon me, but do I detect a case of neurons?
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Can't a man drink in peace? I'm gonna keep this short, because we've got... Honningbrews owner, Sabjorn, is a... No, that's the beauty of the whole... The meadery has quite a pest You're going to happen by and lend poor old Sabjorn a helping hand. He's going to give you the poison to use on the pests, but you're also going to dump it into the brewing vat.
Easier to put on.
Maven and I spent weeks planning this. All we need is someone like you to get in there and get it done. Now get going before Sabjorn grows a brain and hires someone else to do the dirty work.
All the gold in Hammerfell isn't worth cleaning up another pool of vomit.
Both of the buildings are connected by tunnels made by the pests infesting the meadery. There's an entrance to it in the basement storeroom of the warehouse that used to be boarded over. I've already removed the boards so the meadery would get infested. That's where you should start.
Fool cast out for good.
Sabjorn keeps that locked up tight. If you can get through that way, go right ahead. Remember, Sabjorn will be needing a helping hand.
I like it here.
What are you gawking at? Are you kidding me? Look at this place. I'm supposed to be holding a tasting of the new Hunting Brew Reserve for the Captain of the Guard. If he sees the meadery in this state, I'll be ruined. Oh, really? I hope you're not expecting to get paid until the job's done. My only demand is that these vermin are permanently eliminated before. I bought some poison. If you plant this in the vermin's nest, don't come back until every one of those things are dead. Now I've got to clean up this. Was something we discussed unclear? Malice is the best deal I've ever made. Lent him a bit of gold some time ago I knew he'd never be able to pay back. Nothing like free labor to make operating costs cheaper. Remember, you don't get paid until they're all dead.
I do what I do, and if you don't like it, tough.
Do you... some more? Don't panic! I'm sure it's more afraid of us than we are of it. Actually, no, I think I might wet myself.
There's just no bloody end to us, is there? Let's get the hell out of here.
There's something near.
What the fuck is that?
Careful where you aim that thing.
This is some kind of stress relief thing for you,
Great
isn't
ideas
it?
for potions you can make. Want to hear? Oh, of course you do. Idea 1. A potion that gives you an extra arm. Handy, right?
I really like Honningbrew mead. Damn shame, that is.
Guy. I'm not unfamiliar with the dark underworld of Tamriel. And I must say, there's a roguish charm to adventuring with such a notorious thief.
Alright, moving on.
Everything all right? And I'd like to answer.
Oh, suddenly I've lost all my appreciation for mead.
Let me know if you need anything else.
No, nothing at the moment.
Was something we discussed unclear? Well, it's about time. I had to stall the... You'll just have to wait until after the captain's finished. I suppose you can wait around if you must.
I can't wait to see
Was something we
Sabjorn
discussed
squirm.
unclear?
Well, Sabjorn, now that you've taken care of your little pest problem, how about I get a taste of some of your mead?
Help yourself,
I am
my
not
lord.
tasting that
It's
mead.
my finest brew yet. I call it
Poor
Honey Brew
sod doesn't
Reserve.
know what's coming
I
to
think
him.
you'll find it quite pleasing to your palate.
Oh, come now. This is mead, not some wine to be sipped and savored. By the 8. What's in this?
I don't know. What's wrong?
You assured me this place was clean. I'll see to it that you remain in irons for the rest of your days.
No, please. I don't understand.
Silence, idiot. I should have known better to trust this place after it's been riddled with filth.
I beg you, please. This is not what it seems.
You're in charge here until I can sort this all out.
It will be my pleasure.
And you're coming with me to Dragon's Reach. We'll see how quickly your memory clears in the city's prisons. Now, move.
Look, I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding.
I said, move.
Farewell, Sabjorn. I don't think that. Anything else you need before you head back to So, Maven wants to hunt down Sabjorn's private partner, huh? You're welcome to take a look around Sabjorn's office. He keeps most of his papers stashed in his desk. Here, this should help. Start changing it over to the Blackbriar Meadery West as soon as possible. That was Maven's part of the deal. She's put me in charge of keeping the mead flowing. If you're in the area, you ever need Besides, you've done Maven a favor getting rid of him, and saved me from wasting coin hiring someone else.
You need to
do it
sample
later.
some of the finest meat in
Remember
Skyrim.
to put in a good word like this.
Yes?
I can't believe that worked. Remember to put in a good word with Maven for me.
I've been looking for you. Let's... Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the... Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Yes?
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services. The Blackbriar family has always been allied with the Guild. Our connections with the Empire, I dare say the Guild owes its survival. Of course, anyone makes... You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid
There are
observation.
worse things than looking like an idiot.
Did you just call me an idiot?
No way.
I hope that was said in jest.
Do you mind?
No. I would never have made a good jester. I am far too handsome.
Perhaps. But call me an idiot again.
Yeah? What's your problem? Back off. This action's all mine. Why should I... Oh, wait a sec. Tell you what, I'll give you a share right now if you forget the whole thing. Whoa, calm down. Let's just think about this for a moment. You win. Tell Shadra he can forget the debt. Look, I don't really know you. I don't even really know anyone here. Why do you care anyway? It's not like we're family. Look, you want to know about me? All right. I'll tell you about the time I was a young girl, barely out of her teens, living on a pig farm in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have a coin to spend between our entire family. Ate the same slop we fed our livestock. Oh wait, it gets much better. How about the fact that our farm was attacked by bandits, and that they killed my entire family who didn't even brandish a weapon against them? Here's the best part. They took me as a prize and violated me for a fortnight. Tossed me from bandit to bandit like... It's fine. I had to tell someone, I suppose. Carrying around a weight like that, it hurts after a while. Cuts you inside like a dagger to the heart. Over time, I managed to gain their confidence. Then one night I grabbed a knife, waited until they fell asleep, and cut their throats. I never returned to that pig farm, you know. There's nothing for me there. So that's my sad story. What do you think? Maybe one day. Just not today. Maybe I'll see you around the guild.
What's on your mind?
Aye. It turns out
I already
that I
said
do.
Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
Everything all right? I was just starting to get cozy.
Look, I already said Shadra
Something
doesn't owe
on
me
your
a
mind?
thing, so get off my back.
You're very well read. I envy that. As a child, my education had always been focused on the art. I think now I'd like to catch up, expand my mind a little. I'd appreciate it. Certainly makes quiet nights by the...
Alright, here you go.
I'm behind you.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get...
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?
What can I do for you? Yes, I'm afraid we're aware of Sarthis' presence in the warehouse. Unfortunately, we're certain. However, if you take care of this discreetly, you might be able to surprise him without warning. Excellent. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently. While I feel Ulfric's... How can they continue? My heart goes out to them. If only our... With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Good journey to you.
Think you might be in the wrong place, Khajiit.
If you know any...
I know you. Where was it? Oh! You were getting something for me.
I long to be out there with my brothers.
I could feel you laughing behind my back.
Against the Empire. Damn faithless Imperials.
Need something?
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found... Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Shall be troubling you. I'll listen.
Well, you done or what? You did the job and you did it clean. That's all we ever ask. Enjoy the gold. I bet you are. Which one do you want? When a client needs us to eliminate another, we don't operate like the Dark Brotherhood. We find alternate means to get them out of the way. We send you to plant some phony evidence in the Mark's house and then tip off the town guard. The rest takes care of itself. Sound like you can handle it? Whatever. Just get it done. Here's the job.
What do you need?
Okay then. No worries.
I smell coin
Aye.
and leather.
Aye.
You want to ask me something? Of course. What do you want to know? Okay.
It's
I
one
will
thing to
case
say
the
you've
joint
got the skills to
and
be a
keep
thief.
my ears open for
another
profitable
to actually
information.
use it.
Sir, yes, sir.
Obviously. Have a treat.
Well, you done or what?
If you're looking for extra work, talk to Vexer. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I've got your back. As you wish.
Greetings. The honey from Golden Glow is the secret ingredient to Blackbriar mead. Burning the apiaries was necessary, but it will set production back. Some people prefer Hunting Brew to Blackbriar and will fight to the death with anyone who says otherwise. The Khajiit are similarly obsessive about their sweets and their skooma, and knives once killed a man over just such an argument. If nothing else, its actions will end the debate and save some poor fool's life. It did well to rough up the locals. They need to know who's in charge. And to have power over another is a delicious morsel indeed. Knives used to enjoy such work. Now he does not like it so much. What fun is it if the victims simply hand knives the loot? He prefers to smile and shake their hand while the other cleans their pocket. Knives did not part from his childhood on good terms and was forced to flee. Senchal to the south promised good loot, but the Tenmar forest is unforgiving to those who are not seasoned warriors. So he went north, roaming the savannas and playing the role of common burglar. North he continued to travel, a stranger in strange lands. He had followed the water until he reached the Imperial City. There, the pockets were stingy and the locks highly irritable. They grew angry at the slightest touch, and Knives wondered if he should return to Elsewhere, where every lock knew his name. That was when Bandar smiled upon him and granted him another path. Knives found a book labeled Shadow Marks, and it made promises of easy loot. Yes, Shadow Marks, as they are known. A system of communication. A language documented by none other than Delvin Mallory. Thieves carve these marks on the doorframes of homes and buildings to tell others what lies behind them, whether it be danger, loot, or offense. Knives' ears can tell them the future, but they cannot hear the past. These shadow marks, they tell him a bit of both. There are very strong personalities in the guild. Knives prefers this, so that he may operate unnoticed. Vex, Sapphire, and Tonelia remind Knives of the Pamar rat. Loyal, but fearsome. Delvin and Viper love to talk, while Vigel and Brynjolf are eager to listen. Dirge and Thrin are the muscle, and they will not hesitate to flex. Rune's past is a curiosity, but one that seems to have no answer. Cynric has been with the guild longer than most, yet he lacks the qualities to lead. If there is one it should avoid, it is the Bosmer Nirun. That one is more spoiled than Sibi Blackbriar. His palate is used to fine cheeses and wines, and complains that everything here tastes like cat urine. Knives might have something to do with that. Knives does not like complainers, nor does he enjoy losing a bet. Knives steals for the guild, and carves those shadow marks in the doors that have none. On some occasions, he will even cook. Usually, Knives saves his talents for special meals, like when an enterprising thief steals a vintage wine, or a barrel of imported delicacies. In fact, Knives' fondest memory is the day a disgruntled fisherman sold Tonelia a crate of fresh meringar. It is a rare fish that inhabits the Sea of Coasts, a week's voyage from the coast. Knives prepared the fillet with chives, parsley, and a drop of lemon, and served it with a side of fresh tomatoes. The walls of this sewer drank in that aroma for weeks. Not a single complaint could be heard in the flagon. Even Nirun managed to keep his mouth silent. Ah, that was a good time to be Knives. True, they say the Khajiit are born into the guild. Knives thinks he was born an assassin, raised a prowler, and adopted by thieves. Knives was the last of a litter of 3, and slew the one who gave birth to him. From that day, his fur was marked with blood. Many would say the same, if not for the mane on his back. It runs crimson, while his father's wear grey. It was an ill omen, and Knives' father was a superstitious cat. The very sight of this one threw him into a rage. On those nights, he would wander the village sands, waiting for the new sun to warm them. He was drawn to the back alleys, and the aroma of the room. If he was tired or hungry, he wormed his way through the crowd outside the skooma huts, picking the pockets of dope. convinced Knives he was right side up, when in truth he was upside down. Knives did not know this, because the cat always landed on his feet. To heed the call of the Black Sacrament, and to young Knives, taking a life was no different than stealing a coin. Young Knives was eager to please his mentor, so he killed without remorse. He would have kept killing if Razir paid him what he was worth. Some say Knives should not have betrayed Razir, but it was Knives who was betrayed first. But why kill him? Well, it was easier for Knives to murder his mentor than to tell him no. Razir told this one he was an assassin of the Dark Brotherhood, a remnant of the Corinthi Sanctuary in Elsweyr. The sanctuary had been shut down by the Black Hand, and without a guild or disciple, he said he wished to pass on his knowledge. He taught this Khajiit the tools of the trade, mostly how to listen, how to find a single sound in a whisper in a tavern, a rattle of a coin purse, a footstep in a crowd. So much information in a single step. The step conveyed where a person was, where he was headed, and how anxious he was to get there. Yet it was not all Knives was taught. Razir showed this Khajiit how to read, how to charm, and even how to cook. Yes, there are people in life who will do everything to help one succeed, and those who will use him for their own success. It turns out, these people look exactly the same. Not so, for a true thief attracts no attention. Knives sought out Delvin and used the shadow marks to guide him. There was one mark of great interest to Knives. 2 circles intersecting a diamond. The mark of the protected. Knives found such a mark on the barrel of a house near Solitude. It belonged to a Thane named Erikur. A Thane of such importance would have valuables locked in a safe, along with documents that tied him to certain parties. It was a good omen. While Locks asked Knives to listen to the dance of tumblers to convince a safe to open, he need only listen for its heartbeat. In fact, Knives was almost out the door when his legs felt heavy as bricks. His toes tingled, and soon they lost all feeling. It seems both his ankles had been struck by an ice spike from Erikur's personal wizard. The wizard called the guards and woke the Thane. There had been reports of a thief in the area, and the guards speculated Knives was the culprit. Knives did not protest. He simply recommended that the Thane first check the contents of the safe before making such a hasty decision. He glanced curiously at the wizard before rushing back upstairs. When he returned, he screamed at the guards to let Knives free. "This Khajiit is my honored guest," he railed. "And if you so much as damage even a whisker, I will have every single one of your heads." The guards released Knives and left the residents shaking their heads. The wizard, confused, turned to his master. "I thought the safe was emptied yesterday," he said, "to help pay for last night's fete." "Not anymore," the Thane replied, tossing a gem to the wizard, "for our guest has been kind enough to fill it." Until next time, make it quick. May your road lead you to warm sands.
Greetings.
I'm at your service. Of course. What were you wondering? I've spent a long time wandering. This is where my feet led me. Aye, isn't there always? To warn the truth, I've come back to Skyrim to learn something of my heritage, my bloodline. The few clues that I have pointed me here, but it takes time to decode. So, I'm paying my way by collecting bounties. Well, aren't you observant? I was raised by an old, and as one. But no, that Admoran ice doesn't run in my veins. I can't be certain what does. No, not anymore. Perhaps I do have blood kin out there, but I've never known them. No, I have no voice of the Emperor, no dragon skin magic. I don't know the race of my mother. All I have is a hunch, but I need proof. You do that? I suppose I could use the help. The best clue I have is my sword, but I'm certain we can find out more in our travels. Aye, and sorry I have been. I'm doing all right, I promise you.
Glad for you.
Aye.
What is on your mind? These people are shady. I must admit I feel quite at home. Go ahead, ask away. Rabbits are not all they seem. Believe me, I found out the hard way. The first time I went to the Bee and Barb, that Maven woman pinched my bottom. I am not just a piece of meat. Fire away. My father showed my brother and I how to use a sword. My mother taught us the bow. Happy childhood memories. I grew up in Riverhold, not far from Citadel. My brother and I headed for the Imperial City to find our fortune when we came of age. I found love, for a time at least. My brother found death. Well, now that I think about it, maybe it was not love. It was brief and, as it turned out, one-sided. Anyway, all that happened later. I will come to that soon. There is a little more to hear first. My mother and father are both gone. They died protecting a trading caravan a few years back. I guess I am an orphan again. I suppose they were a bit of an odd couple, being an Argonian and a Khajiit, but they adored each other. And us. Despite their previous profession, they were good people. That means a great deal. Thank you. My brother and I found much work as sellswords. We never made it to the Imperial City, but we made a lot of coin. A bit of giant killing here, a bit of witch slaying there. We took gold when it was offered, but sometimes we worked for nothing. It is hard to deny those in need, whether they have coin or not. We made more than enough from those who could pay anyway. All over Cyrodiil, from the Gold Coast to the Gerald Mountains. It is a wonderful land, but quite tame compared to Skyrim. Those were happy times, traveling or working during the day, camping out under the stars at night. Life was good. He said that if I loved him, I would run. He used the last of his strength to rip out the back of the tent and push me down the slope beyond. Some Khajiit-hating locals had blamed us for a spate of robberies in the area, and had decided to take the matter into their own hands. 12 of them had snuck up on us in the night. My brother died, but I live because of him. Yes, that morning I lost all that was dear to me. Unfortunately, I also uncovered a side of myself I never knew existed. Fire away. All right. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, talk...